Hi everyone, welcome to SEP 271, Sport in American Society. My name is Kim Tolentino. I will be your instructor for the semester. I am so glad to have you. Welcome to spring 2021. I hope you all had a wonderful break and are ready to get things started. SEP 271 is very much a sociology class as opposed to some of the more sports psychology focused classes in SEP. This class is really fun. We go over sort of the history of sport in North America and in the United States, and then we move into a lot of the current events and sort of the issues that we see in sport today. So I really hope that this class gets you thinking about all these issues, that you form your own opinions and thoughts about the different topics and issues, and really just have fun critically thinking and reflecting on the impact that sport has had in your life. We'll be discussing issues such as race, gender, violence, the economy, and the politics that come with sport here in the United States. There is a required textbook in this class. This right here, it's called Sociology of North American Sport. Make sure you get this book specifically. You will be needing it in order to complete the weekly reading quizzes, as well as the assignments for the class. This class is conducted entirely online, which means you will be responsible for all of the material, assignments, and tests on your own. Please feel free to call me Kim throughout the semester and in all your communications. All of the content in this class will be found in the textbook, as well as the lecture videos that I will post on eCampus. These videos are lectures that have either been recorded by myself or some of the previous instructors for this class. So we are going to switch gears right now, and I will share my screen on my computer so that we can go over the syllabus more specifically. All right, everybody. So here I have shared my screen with you. This is the syllabus that you will find on eCampus, and I will show you how to navigate eCampus in just a second. But as you can see, here's all the instructor information, my email address, office. I will have office hours this semester, though it'll all be through Zoom, and it'll be on Tuesdays from 12:30 to 2 p.m. and Fridays 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Or if these days or times do not work for you, please feel free to email me for an appointment. If you are attending Zoom office hours, the web address, the Zoom meeting room, I should say, is at this link. I am generally very good about emailing back right away. You can generally expect a response from me within a few hours, 24 hours at the most. Here you'll just have a brief overview of what the course will consist of. You can read the expected learning student outcomes here as well. Or here you can read some of the instructor expectations. This class is online, so you are in charge of submitting your work on time. I have created a calendar that I will show you. It's in the syllabus where everything is pretty well laid out, so it shouldn't be too complicated to know what is due during the week. Here, again, is your required text. There's the title. There is some required technology needed for this class. Specifically, what you should know is we will be using Lockdown Browser and Respondus Monitor for all of the major exams. We will be doing a test run of that in a few weeks. Just make sure that you have a webcam and that you are able to install the Lockdown Browser. It should be pretty simple. Again, I will be sending those directions out in a couple weeks. Here you can see what you will be assessed on and how the grading will work in this class. We have a few types of assignments that are due. Each week you'll have a reading quiz where you'll read a chapter in the textbook, and then you will have a quiz due by Wednesday night of each week. Every single week there is a reading quiz for every single chapter. So make sure that you are completing that by Wednesday. These quizzes cannot be made up and may not be submitted late. So if you are late, if it's past Wednesday and you have not submitted your quiz, I'm sorry, you are out of luck. There are 12 quizzes, but only 10 of them will be actually included in your final grade. And so I will be dropping, if you take all 12, I will drop your 2 lowest grades. This is a very participation, discussion heavy class. And so there are a few discussion boards assignments where I would like you to interact with each other. Again, the calendar will show when these are due. They will consist of an original post. So you will have a prompt where you will write an original post regarding the question in the assignment. And the other remaining points will be to react to your peers. And you'll be asked to react to at least 2. And these posts are due the week after that original post is due. Okay, so the reason why I did that is so that there's a week of responses where you can go back and forth with each other in your responses to each other. Again, you're expected to respond to 2, and they're expected to be significant posts, right? So it's not just a simple, I agree with you, I disagree with you, one sentence, here it is. Have some substance in these responses to each other, right? Ask questions, definitely explain why you agree or disagree. Throw in examples, articles, things like that, things from your own experience, but they definitely have to be more substantial, and I will grade it accordingly. So you will be evaluated on not just the quantity, but also the quality of your responses. Here's a bit more instructions about how you can get full points on your discussions. The next assignment you'll see here are journal assignments. These are a little bit similar to the discussion board questions or prompts, but your peers will not be able to see these assignments. So essentially, you'll be writing a short few paragraphs to me, your instructor, on the prompt that is given to you. And you're expected to draw in examples from the class, from the book, and bring in a lot of your own personal experience into these journal assignments. And so here's the rubric for your journal assignment. There is a word minimum to this, so you must meet the word minimum in order to receive full points. And then again, you'll be graded on the quality of the thought and writing that is put into those assignments. Lastly, we have exams. And so there are 3 timed exams in this class. They will consist of the multiple chapters that are covered before the exam. Exams will be available on eCampus, and then you will have until Friday to complete it. It is timed. You must have studied for the class, and you will also be proctored through Lockdown Browser and Respondus Monitor. So it is an exam, and you are unable to use notes or anything like that. Here is the grading criteria and the breakdown of the assignments. Pretty self-explanatory. And then here is a really important page. This is your course schedule. Again, this shows pretty well laid out what is due each and every week, right? So you have your week, the dates, the content that you will be reading, the chapter in the textbook that you should read, and then the reading quiz, which is due by Wednesday, and then whatever assignment is due by that Friday of that week. So for example, here in week 2, you have this chapter 1 reading, which is a sociological analysis of sport in North America. Your reading quiz for chapter 1 is due by Wednesday at the end of the day. And then also due at the end of the week by Friday is your discussion 1 original post. So pretty well laid out throughout. You can see when your exams are, they're highlighted in pink. All the week's content will be made available to you at 6 a.m. that Sunday, the start of that week. All of your reading quizzes, the assignments that are due, and the lecture videos will be available at that time. And then here we have all the course policies. Please read through this. If you have any questions, let me know. The course schedule is subject to change. If any changes occur, I will be sure to email it to you in an announcement, as well as update the syllabus. So let me just quickly go over where you can find everything on eCampus. Here's eCampus. It might look slightly different for you just because I have an instructor's view of this page, but here you can go to the class and you will find your homepage here. Announcements can be posted here. There's some links to some support as well. Here on the left-hand side, you will find the more important aspects of the class. So under content, first we have the syllabus. It's right here. Everything is hidden right now, but it will be made available to you. You can just click on it and there you'll find the syllabus there. What's most important is this weekly content tab right here, right underneath. This is where everything will be listed in front of you. As you can see, I have weeks ahead already prepared. They are hidden from you at the moment, but again, will be made available to you by 6 a.m. So as you can see here in week 1, it has an overview of what you'll be learning. And then you have a list of the tasks. So for week 1, review the syllabus and watch this intro to the course video. So if you click on week 2, again, everything that you need to do is listed right here. If you click on it, here you will find everything that you need, right? And so there's your reading quiz, there's your lectures, that is your discussion board. By clicking on it, you will start it and be able to submit your assignments. There's some quick links to communication over here, to the announcements, to the discussion boards, as well as to your journal assignments. Again, more resources. Here under planning, you'll find the calendar. This calendar is pretty useful. You'll see if you check off the class, what is due that week. And then down here, you'll see also your grades. So everything will be graded hopefully within a week, and you will constantly see your grades updated frequently throughout the semester. So that is it for eCampus. I hope this video was helpful for you and that you feel prepared going into the semester. Please reach out if there are any questions. Email is the best way to reach me. Again, I'm so excited to have you in this class, and I look forward to a great semester.